Welcome back, my fellow knights, to another epic battle for Mount Blade Bannerlord. Today I'm bringing you an open pitch battle where cavalry, archers and infantry have to fight together to win the day. As always guys, we're looking for new recruits to join us in these 500 player battles. I'll show you how at the end of the video. The two sides facing off today are Bretonnia and the coalition clans. Bretonnia are a large, French-inspired medieval clan, while the coalition is a number of smaller independent clans that join up in order to match the BRE numbers. In this fight, the Imperium Polskier represent most of our cavalry, with a few Knights Hospitaller backing up their numbers. They're sticking close to our infantry at a walking pace. Their job right now is to spot incoming enemy cavalry and defend our lines from attack. As we head towards the capture point, Blood Diamond are way out in front. They've decided to forget their formations and just take the flag as quickly as possible. They need to get it before the Bretonnian forces arrive. Taking the flag in this way is all well and good, but Blood Diamond are gonna have to fall back if the Bretonnian forces arrive before their coalition backup. Speaking of the Bretonnian forces, they arrive on the battlefield. Each house forms up under their respective banner. Unlike the coalition, the BRE take orders from a single commander. This gives them a level of cohesion that the coalition simply cannot match. Depending on the situation, it can be a gift, it can be a curse. But on an open battlefield like this with clear visibility, they may have the advantage. You can see the Bretonnian king on horseback at the back of the lines there, Louis Leoncourt. As we hold the capture point, the BRE must come to us. We form a defensive line in anticipation for the charge. The BRE close in an extremely controlled manner. They're at walking pace, allowing them to maintain their line without one unit getting ahead of the other. The BRE march towards us, but just before they reach our lines, they halt. They want to intimidate us and stare us down just before the fighting breaks out. SVCI are having none of it, and they charge into the Bretonnian left flank. The battle officially begins. The Bretonnians branch out in a U shape, their archers nicely protected in the centre. BRE cavalry at the back there are protecting them from our cavalry sweeping in from behind. Our cavalry sweep in for the right and go for those archers. It looks like the BRE have left a small gap, allowing us to strike. Brilliant cavalry charge there. Let's see what's happening on the rest of the battlefield. As we sweep across the field, we can see that the battle lines are totally dissolved. We've got individual pockets of clans fighting each other. Even in this state, clans try and stick together under their banner. This part of the battle can be really hectic for players. Not only have you got to be aware of what's in front of you, you've also got to be wary of attacks coming in from the flanks and the rear. As it stands, we've got 90 troops on the coalition side, 70 for the BRE. As we've seen in previous videos, it's not just about the number of troops you've got, it's also about the state they're in and the quality of those troops. For example, cavalry can make a massive difference in these late stages. But I'm going to call it there, lads. The BRE don't have a chance to come back now. It's a coalition victory. But don't leave yet, we're heading into round 2. In the previous round, we were at Flag A on the hilltop. In this one, we're fighting for Flag B, which is situated in the valley, surrounded by marshland. As we sweep across our forces, I can see Corona Sibiricus, Kingdom of Franks, Knights Hospitaller, and in the foreground, Kingdom of Hordaland. Way in the distance over there, you can also see our cavalry, this time setting off at a much faster pace. As they head out, you can see the BRE forces just coming into view on the left there. This time deciding not to go straight for the control point, they're actually heading up the hill to see if they can take good positioning on the high ground. This is actually a great tactic. Their archers will have a great viewpoint from up on the hill. In the distance, cavalry are engaged from both sides as the infantry form up. Let's head into the valley where the coalition forces are forming up. We hold the capture point, which means the Bretonnians must come to us. What that means in practice, guys, look at the star icons at the top. As we hold the control point, our stars will start to increase. If they reach 10 stars, that's an automatic win for our team. There's 2 victory conditions: either wipe out the enemy team or hold the flag for long enough. Just look at this, guys. Where else are you going to find scenes like this? Individual players forming up in shield wall formation. Bannerlord enforces a level of discipline that you just don't see in other multiplayer games. Let's move up the hill and see how things look from the BRE's standpoint. You can see the coalition in the valley, but they're really far away. It's going to be difficult for the archers to hit their targets from this range. The BRE can sense that this position is no longer advantageous. They begin to move cautiously into the valley at walking pace. In the last round, they tried a head-on assault, which didn't go too well for them. I wonder if they'll try a different tactic in this round. As they advance, the coalition shift positions, matching the BRE movements. Troops face their shields towards the enemy at all times. Having your sides or back exposed is a sure way to get hit by arrows. Once again, the coalition looking very relaxed, letting the enemy come to them. The coalition cavalry head behind our lines to the left-hand flank. They must have spotted an opportunity and they're heading to take it. I probably haven't made this clear in previous videos, but the BRE rules dictate that troops must stick in formation together. The cavalry are not allowed to split up into 2 forces, hence they always stay as one. But I'm a massive fan of that rule because it's what makes these battles so cinematic. The BRE this time decide to head around the left-hand flank. The coalition need to adapt their positionings to match. I'm not sure if they've spotted it, but the BRE cavalry are now behind the coalition lines. It looks like we're too focused on what's in front of us, and there comes the BRE charge straight into the back of us. Fortunately, they don't get too many kills, but that would have caused a lot of damage to our troops. Once again, we've got a very cinematic start to the video as both sides form up and stare each other down. But it doesn't last long. Knights Hospitaller charging in first, followed closely by SVCI and Kingdom of Borderland. Fighting breaks out all the way down the line, and the BRE cavalry charging in from the sides there, taking out a number of units. Heading all the way down the line is a great shout. Even if they don't hit the targets with their lance, just bashing them will cause a small amount of damage. Order of the Lake here, heading round the left-hand side. They're looking to get behind our forces and attack from the rear. As they wrap around, the BRE are winning on this side, but the opposite is happening on this side of the battlefield, the coalition wrapping around in the same way. They're basically creating a vortex of death in the middle. SVCI and Kingdom of Borderland looking very strong on this side. As we move across, Imperium Polska charging across the battlefield on their horses. They'll be looking to group up again and come in for the next cycle charge. They're employing some real hammer and anvil tactics right now. At this point in the battle, the numbers are looking quite even, just over 90 troops on both sides. The fighting relaxes a little bit, with the Coalition and BRE now split on two sides of the battlefield again. Not looking to get caught out, both sides form up with their allies. You can see BRE archers there, slightly away from their troops. They're heading towards the safety of the shield wall. Coalition troops are sitting back, letting the cavalry do most of the work right now. As both sides regroup, we're about to go into the final stage of the battle. The BRE have slightly fewer numbers. They're looking to play defensively and let the Coalition come to them. Here we go, lads. SVCI, Kingdom of Hordaland, Knight Hospitaller, they're all charging in at the same time. It was a great effort, some brilliant fighting on both sides, but the Coalition take this round again. And for the first time ever, we're on to round 3. We skip the travelling phase of the battle and head straight to the capture point as both sides descend on each other. Once again, Blood Diamond are the first on the scene. The Coalition infantry form up as the BRE survey the landscape. Guys, I want to make it clear that this battle was actually very even. Coincidentally, the rounds I recorded just happened to be the ones where the Coalition win, so apologies for that, but the BRE and Coalition are generally very equally matched. Similar to previous rounds, both teams form up and stare each other down. Neither want to be the first to charge in. Archers are firing towards the BRE lines, but it's really difficult to break that shield wall and land a hit. And it seems the BRE are the first to attack. We've got Artenois, Couron and Montfort all charging on their left flank here. The BRE right flank remains stationary as the Coalition charge towards them in the background. It seems we now have two battles taking place. Each side will want to clean up as quickly as possible to reinforce their allies. The BRE reserves, Order of the Lake, trying to get a good position, but they can't get around Kingdom of the Franks on this side. BRE cavalry running rampant in the back of our lines. Coalition cavalry also in the distance there, coming in for a cycle charge. Let's see how they get on. Ooh, some really nice hits there. Not as many as we would like, but not bad. I'll give that a 6 out of 10. SVCI and Blood Diamond absolutely cleaning up on this side. They can't pause for long because their allies are in dire need of help. Oh, and the BRE come charging in, delaying them from reaching the other side of the battlefield where they're desperately needed. It's looking better for the BRE on this side, but they're going to have to watch out. Coalition reinforcements are coming in from the left. You can see Coalition cavalry coming in for another charge. These archers are going to need to be careful. But the BRE just don't have any reserves to protect them. That's going to be tough. We're now entering the final phase of the battle where the remaining players fight to survive. As a horseman, the last thing you want is to be surrounded like this and that guy goes down. It's a brutal fight to the end and it's not looking good for the BRE now, almost outnumbered 2-1. Coalition archers still seeking for targets, but there aren't many left at this point. Guys, I've got a confession to make. Each week I play half the rounds and record half the rounds. In this battle, the ones I recorded just happened to be the Coalition victories. The real match was actually extremely close, with the BRE and Coalition forces getting even wins on both sides. The BRE are actually a phenomenal team and they often wipe the floor with us. So in the name of transparency, I just wanted to make you all aware. And with that said, the Coalition win this round with over 50 troops remaining. GG everyone and well played. Want to get involved in these massive 500 player medieval battles? I personally play for a clan called the Kingdom of Borderlands. We invite everyone watching this video to join our ranks. I'll post a link to our Discord in the description below. As always guys, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.